Hey y'all, we are going to talk polish pickup tonight. I know it's a little bit soon, but again, y'all know that there are early due dates and all that jazz. So I'm going to show you some offerings tonight from 1422 Designs as well as Cupcake Polish. I'm very excited to be showing some Cupcake Polish off. I love their stuff. Because we do share these to YouTube now, I do want to clarify that these items were sent to me to swatch for y'all. The lives are clearly my own thing. I am not asked to do this or was not asked by these brands. I am getting asked now by some brands to do it, but I do these on my own for the most part. Tonight was on my own. But yes, like I said, we are going to show off. I have a polish from Cupcake Polish and a polish from 1422. And Sarah and Bonnie were so sweet and they were totally cool with me combining these so that way we have our polish pickup in one little spot. So that's what we're showing off tonight. Hopefully some people will pop in really quick. I'm going to send this to my broadcasting channel because I know it's really bad about not sending stuff to people. Instagram is kind of a pain lately, which is also why I am sharing these lives on YouTube. So that way, if you subscribe to my channel over there and you turn on the notifications with the little bell button, it'll let you know when I post a live. I'm still waiting to figure out how to, not waiting, I guess, I still need to figure out how to do both Instagram and YouTube lives at the same time. So that way I don't have to download and then re-upload and all that stuff. I'm working on it, y'all. If you know anything, my life is absolutely crazy and it has just been turned up even more lately between, you know, the truck hitting the building and insurance still has not done anything. We have absolutely no repairs even started. Yesterday we had someone steal money from the store and just like craziness. So everything is just even more busy than normal, but we are trying to get a little balance happening. I was able to work in my office today, which, or not in my office, well, not in this office, in my shop office. So we're trying to like get caught up and get back into the swing of things and a routine and all that. So we will see. Maybe we can get some normalcy back. Maybe summer, maybe it's the heat. Maybe the heat's just making everyone crazy and it'll settle down when we cool off. I don't know. I don't know when we will cool off. We are in a heat wave again. We are under a heat advisory until tomorrow night, which I foresee them extending again. So we'll see. But anyways, after all that, let's go ahead and get into these packages. So let's just do, I'm just going to grab out 1422s first. I do a self-description. I will read, I have a full description for 1422s. We'll read it when we do the up close and the actual swatch. For Cupcake Polish, I have pricing info and sale dates and all that, but I will do a self-description and I will have a full description when we post our swatches. So first up, we have 1422. Also, it's kind of weird that no one has come in yet, and Instagram still just has a pop-up that says we're telling people that you're live. So I kind of am worried that Instagram is frozen. Hi, Melissa. There we go. I was like starting to worry that Instagram was messing with me again. So we are going to show off 1422 Designs and Cupcake Polish's offerings for September polish pickup, which the sale dates are September 5th through the 8th. And I think wishlisting starts on the 31st of August. I believe it's the Sunday before the sale. It could be the Monday, which would be September 1st. I always forget if it's Sunday or Monday. But I just pulled 1422s out of the envelope. I was going to say bag, but out of the envelope. Let me put that out of the way. So this is Murderous Intent. The theme for September PPU is PPUing, which is Halloween with polish pickup. Hi, Frida. So this one is polish pickups. It's polish pickups. This one is 1422 Designs for polish pickup. It's a really pretty, like, reddish, it's got an orange to red to green shimmer in there, and then black shards, and I think it has some hollow micro glitters in here. I'm going to grab the flash. I think that's hollow. I do have full descriptions. We'll read that whenever we flip around. But you can see that beautiful shift. Hi, Becky. This is super pretty. I think it's definitely spot on, perfect for the Halloween theme. So again, this is Murderous Intent from 1422 Designs for Polish Pickup. And then we have a cupcake polish for polish pickup as well. Put that out of the way. All right, I love her boxes. Like I said, I'm very, very excited to be showing off a few cupcake polishes with y'all here. I have one tonight and I'll have another one in the future. I absolutely love her stuff. And Sarah is so, so sweet. I got to hang out and chat with her a lot at PVE, and she's so sweet. So I'm excited to show these off to you. And this one, I do know that this is a thermal, because when she messaged to see if I wanted to swatch, she said this is a thermal. So I am prepared tonight. Unlike last night, I have hot water, or unlike Friday night, was it Friday night? My days are so messed up, y'all. I have hot water and cold water, and I am prepped and ready tonight for this. Ooh, this is a really pretty, like, mauve-y pink. It's called Demon Hunter. Yeah, it's really, really pretty. My lighting is not doing it here. I'm gonna get out the flashlight. Ooh, look at that shimmer in there. Again, I don't have a full description of this one yet. I do have pricing info. But I don't have a description, so definitely watch for my swatch post for all that information. But I am self-describing it as a mauve-y pinky color, and then it has a beautiful burgundy-ish shimmer in there. It's really pretty. It fits the like cute Halloween vibes, which is my thing. If y'all watched my live the other night, we did the Colors to Carol's Halloween Advent, and I absolutely loved everything in it. If you want to see spoilers of that, the pre-order is open now, and you can go watch that video if you want to see spoilers before you buy it. I know some people don't like mysteries, but it is all so much my fun Halloween vibe, so this fits that bill too for me. Hi, Sergeant Williams. Welcome in. This is really, really pretty. So like I said, I just had the two polishes tonight. I know that like this is going to be a quick one. Hi, Lindsay. But I wanted to show y'all these, and the due date for me to get these swatched is coming up. So I wanted to do our little mystery unboxing together. Hi, Laura, since I don't open packages without y'all, which is definitely an interesting thing. I know a lot of people don't do that. And it's hard for me because every time a package comes from me personally, I rip into it. Like I need to open it right now. So to have packages just like sitting and yelling at me is strange. I do open these packages when they come in just to make sure nothing broke, and then to see if there's an info sheet and like how many is in it and the due date, so that way I don't get behind. But y'all know I blind unbox everything with you. I don't get to see any of this stuff until we are together. So these are swatch deadlines coming up, so that's why we're opening them tonight. For those who just came in, we have 1422 Designs Murderous Intent for Polish Pickup September. It's really pretty and shifty, and then it's got some black flakies in there, and then a very pretty shimmer. You've got the green to the orange to red there. Hi, Box Girl 1984. Welcome in, Jen. I'm very excited. Looking for government names. Danielle, welcome in, welcome in. So we have the 1422 Designs, and then we have the Demon Hunter from Cupcake Polish, which is a thermal. So we're going to find out together what it shifts, because again, I don't have a full description for this one. But I will read the description of 1422s and give pricing whenever we flip y'all over here, which we're going to go ahead and do right now. Again, September Polish Pickups theme is PPU Ween Halloween Polish Pickup. I cannot say that as one word. Sale dates are September 5th through the 8th, I believe. And I believe Wishlist linking starts on the Sunday before, which would be August 31st. If it's Monday, it's September 1st, but I'm pretty sure it's Sunday. I literally can never remember that. So, all right, let's flip y'all over, and we're going to swatch these, and we're going to see what that cupcake thermal switches to together, because I'm very excited. We'll take like guesses on what it's going to go to in just a second. Jen says, Glisten Glow's PPU polish is also based on K-pop Demon Hunter. Ooh, okay. Oh, I think I read that in the info. I don't have that one yet. Obviously, when I get it, y'all, I'll be showing it to you too. I do know it's on the way. I actually think that package weirdly made it to my city yesterday, and then it went to another state. Welcome to the post office. So, all right, let's flip y'all around, and we will show this off. No, we didn't hit a button. Sorry, you saw my ceiling fan. At least it's a cute one. All right, I'm going to scoot you down so I can read what's happening while we do this. I am going to be using my 1422 swatch wheel to do hers. And then, ooh, okay, Jen, yes, it is a magnetic, and I have seen it because I watched Jill's live the other night, and it is stunning, and I'm so happy that she's getting into magnetics. So that one, I will not lie, is not going to be a surprise to me, y'all, because I already saw it. I hung out in Jill's live, and it was gorgeous. But 1422 is going to go on their wheel, and then Cupcake is going to go onto its own swatch stick because it is a thermal, and we are going to be dipping it in hot and cold water. This is the second live I'm doing that has the like post-it up here with all the information. I'm hoping it helps y'all. I don't know. But then, you know, this is different for me to have multi-brand. So we have our cupcake polish, which is the Demon Hunter. That is this one right here. Hi Mallory, which I described as a mauve kind of pink. And then it has this fuchsia to purple glow in it. And it is a thermal. So we're going to find out together what it's going to shift to. I am going with a light pink. I think it's going to go from this darker color to a light pink. That's my guess. So I'm very excited. If you guys have a guess on what it's going to shift to, let me know and we'll find out together. But this one is going to be $13.50 with no cap on it. And again, I will have full description when I do my swatch post. So be on the lookout for that. Jen says, was just reading the info. Love it, actually. Yes, I'm very excited to see that one. So since I grabbed the cupcake first, that's the one we're going to go with first here. We're going to get a coat of it on our swatch stick. Now this is obviously a clear swatch stick, which is going to affect the opacity, but that's normal. Laura says purple or yellow. Ooh, yellow would be really cool. All right, we're going to get one coat of Demon Hunter on our thing. Also, am I like the last one to know about Demon Hunter K-pop thing? I keep getting an ad saying that like it's from Netflix and it's coming to theaters, but I have never seen it. Watching the cute little ad makes me want to watch it now, but I have never even heard of it until recently. So here is one coat, and y'all, the opacity on that, even on that clear swatch stick, like I am so surprised. Jen says, I was also thinking yellow, maybe pastel. Becky says, my daughter just started watching it in the last couple of months. Oh, it sounds cute. Like it's, I mean, obviously it's K-pop, so it's music and stuff, which I'm very much into music. But it just looks really cute, and like I love the colors and everything I've seen in the trailer. So Laura says, I'm basing it off of, I'm gonna butcher that if I try to say it. Something from the movie. There's no way I can say that, Laura. Guima from the movie? I have no idea, yeah. No idea. Oh, okay, well, I feel like we're already starting to shift because my hand is super hot. So, first of all, I love how reactive it is then because, yeah. It's really good. It's the main demon. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I feel like I just made that transition, and that's only one coat. And my hands are hot. So it looks like we're a lightish purple to that magenta-y color. Obviously, we'll see it more when we use the hot and cold water. Yeah, it is changed for my body heat. Yeah, I mean, my hands are really hot, too. I was just cleaning a bunch of consoles and discs. And I also had to get the hot water all hot and ready to, put in a bottle for this. So yes, my hands are very hot. So I am making it shift. It might even be clear. I'm very excited. We're going to do the dip at the end. For now, I'm going to set it off to the side and let it dry. We'll come back and do our second coat on it. But that was one coat of Demon Hunter. And now we're going to go into our 1422, which I'm going to continue using our swatch wheel here for it. And this one, I do have information. Let me get that open so I can read y'all a description. All right, this one is inspired by the Dog Man. It's a Michigan legend of a half man, half dog who roams the woods in the northern part of the state and howls at night. It is described as a blood red base with red, orange, gold, green shifting shimmer, and black flakes. It's going to be $13.50. There is a cap of 250 bottles available. That beautiful shift in there. Jen says this one looks good. Yes, it does. I'm very excited to see it out of the bottle and to see those flakes. I know you love those flakes, Jen. So let's get this on here. Again, this one is Murderous Intent from 1422 Designs. Sale dates are September 5th through the 8th. I just realized I usually put, well, I've only done this once, y'all. My goal is to put the website down here so you know where you're shopping at, and I forgot to put it on here this time. But we are learning together. This is totally new to me. And you know, the whole sheet, this is only the second time I've done it. Danielle says, this looks cool in the bottle and good name. Yes, I'm very excited to see this. All right, let's get it out. Here is a one coat. Look at all those beautiful black flakes. And then you have that gorgeous shimmer in there. I also just realized I did not turn on my purifier. Let's do that. It is a hot room sitting in here. I don't need to hot box myself. There we go. So shifty. This is really, really cool. Obviously, this is one coat. 2 coats is going to really pump it up. But here is one coat on our opaque swatch wheel. Jen says, OMG in all caps. It's gorgeous. Hi, Brooklyn. Isn't that so pretty, y'all, with that shift? And that is one coat. I cannot wait to see it build in 2. Because it is truly, truly stunning. I feel like this is going to look good in low lighting. So I'm going to, we're just going to turn this down a little bit and see. Oh yeah, look at all those colors. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, we're going to turn it back up. So that was, ooh. Totally. I just caught the brush like this, y'all. I don't even know how we did this. All right. And is it an official live? Does that count? Definitely just made a mess. Let me grab a cotton ball. It's what's in reach. That makes it an official live, right? It's not my usual polish on my nails, but we got polish on us. I got polish on the bottle. All right. Becky says, I love both of these. Danielle says, I love that already. Same. I can't wait to see that build up in 2 coats. It's going to be stunning. Yeah, look at that mess I just made, y'all. Well, I'm extra pretty for the night. Okay, so we're going to go back to our beautiful cupcake. Oh, I love that glow in there. Again, this one is Demon Hunter. It is a thermal. Let's do our second coat, which has cooled off again now that my hot hands are away from it. Let's get our second coat on here. I know the camera hates to focus on these little swatch sticks, so I will definitely make sure it focuses after I get it brushed on, because I highly doubt it's going to focus while I'm brushing it. Ooh, look at that formula. It's so creamy and smooth. There we go. And then that beautiful pink to purple shift. Hi, Gina. Welcome in. We are showing off, this is Cupcake Polishe's Demon Hunter for Polish Pickup September. It is a thermal polish, and we have kind of figured out that it either goes to a light purple or a clear, just based off of my body temperature, because my hands are very hot right now. But at the very end, once it's dry, we will dip it in hot and cold water to find out for sure. This is going to be in Polish Pickup September. It will be $13.50 with no cap. I'm trying not to put it on my hand so I don't cause the shift too early. I love that shimmer in there though. It's very shifty. Love it. I will give y'all a label shot before we do the transition, so you have it for anyone who likes to screenshot their shopping list. This is 2 coats of Demon Hunter by Cupcake Polish. I will give you guys a screenshot of the transition as well when we get there. Now, I did just notice it is drying matte, so obviously you're going to want to put your favorite glossy top coat on top of it. which I think to get that full shimmer effect, I am going to top coat this one. I do not typically top coat my swatch sticks and swatch wheels. I find it a waste of top coat because I go through enough top coat. But because this did dry matte and we lost that shimmer in it, I do want to top coat this one. So we will. Welcome in Hubmel 33. I'm sure I butchered that. I apologize. Let me know what you would like me to call you. And we're going to go back really quick and do our second coat of Murderous Intent. I think, actually, you know what? I am going to throw the top coat on really quick. I know it's not quite dry. Obviously, in your own stuff, you wouldn't want to top coat this yet because it's not ready. But I'm going to top coat it so it can be dry when we dip it in our hot and cold water. I'm just going to quickly grab my Glisten and Glow shiny top coat here because I know that Cupcake Polish carries this on her site and it's fantastic. And I'm going to just throw a coat on here really quickly to bring back that shine so we can see that shimmer again. Okay. And then you can see that beautiful glowy shimmer. But then this can dry before we dip it in hot cold water. So I'm going to set that off to the side. And now we're going to go back in with our second coat of 1422 Designs. This is Murderous Intent. Let's get our second coat on the swatch wheel. I'm going to try not to drop the bottle this time and get it all over me, but I didn't get it on my backgrounds. 1422 is saved and my new Cupcake Polish one is still nice and fresh and clean. I'm kind of amazed by that. But let's go in here. Let's get our second coat on. Woo! Y'all, I'm making a mess today. Ooh, look at that shimmer. Totally just a drip on the bottle. Clean that up before it ends up on that pretty white background. All right. There is our second coat. It is gorgeous. My brain is thinking Flamin' Hot Cheetos, y'all. I don't know why. Please don't try and figure out my brain. I can't figure out my brain. Look at the opacity in two coats. Easily opaque. That beautiful shimmer. I don't know why I said red hot, not red hot, red blitz. Sorry, that's a St. Louis thing. Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I don't know if it's the speckles making me think of Chester Cheeto. Maybe that's what it is. That's probably what it is. It's probably the flame colors because you have that beautiful red to orange to green. And then these speckles, it's like cheetah print. I don't know. I am thinking of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, which sounds so good, but also I don't eat spice. So 12-year-old Chelsea ate a lot of Flamin' Hot Cheetos and cherry Coke freezes from the gas station. Brooklyn says, it makes me think of a dragon egg. I love it. Yes, I could see that, Brooklyn. Yeah, y'all, my brain, you don't want to be up in here. We just think crazy things all day long. This is gorgeous. You can see that stunning shimmer. I am going to turn down the lights again because I feel like this one just does really good in low lighting too. You just get all that shimmer from every angle. Gorgeous. Again, this one is going to be $13.50 with a cap of 250 bottles. Beautiful. Let me turn that light back up and I will give y'all a label shot after I close the bottle because my brain will flip over this bottle while it is still open. All right. Here is our two coats. Hi, Laura. Welcome in. Here's two coats of Murderous Intent from 1422 Designs coming to Polish Pickup for September. $13.50 cap of 250 bottles for this one. Oh, y'all, that shimmer. I still can't with it. It's beautiful. Also, don't mind my chipped nails. Like I said, I was cleaning consoles and discs all day, so they're in a little rough shape, but I do plan on doing them. Well, I plan on doing them tomorrow because I'm going to swatch this tomorrow. But gorgeous, gorgeous. That one is 1422 Designs, Murderous Intent. And then we're going to go back to our cupcake, which is the thermal. So we want to dip it in our hot and cold water. Again, there's that beautiful shimmer. I don't usually do low lighting, but I feel like it's something I should do because obviously we're not all standing under beautiful arch lights all day long. So let me show this in low lighting as well. You can still see that gorgeous shimmer just glow in there. It's a very fun polish. Again, definitely opaque in 2 coats, easy, and that's even on the clear swatch stick. So she's beautiful. Let me grab our water situation so we can do some dipping for this thermal. I'm just going to, off to the side, I've got a hydro flask of hot water and of ice water, and I did leave them in bottles so they'd stay hot and cold. Also, I knew I would knock stuff over, so let me pour those really quick. Here is our cold. I'm not sure if I can fit them both on camera tonight, especially with my post-it. I'm still not used to the little info posted up there. Jen says she's juicy. Yes, I totally agree that Demon Hunter just looks so plump and juicy. All right, and then we have our hot water, which if I don't put the lid back on, I will end up bumping. Okay, now we have our hot water. I'm going to scoot the cold water to the left because we're already technically in the cold state. So I don't really need to see that, but then I will scoot you up and zoom y'all out a little bit so you can see a little better. All right, let's zoom out. Okay, cool. So cold water over here, hot water over here. We kind of took bets, but we also kind of already figured it out. So Laura said potentially yellow. Jen agreed with the pink, the light pink or purple. And I think we figured out that it's either going to be a light purplish or a clear. So here we are. I'm going to go in the cold water to make sure it is fully cold in its cold state. It is. It's still beautiful. It has that gorgeous shimmer. And then we're going to go into the hot water here. Ooh, yes. It is a beautiful, beautiful light purple. I love this. I think Laura said yellow or purple based off of the character from Demon Hunter. So, yes, she said purple or yellow. And Jen said maybe pastel. So I think we did a pretty good guessing this one, y'all. It's really pretty. It's very creamy. And then that shimmer on top. Again, look at that opacity in 2 coats. And you have that beautiful shimmer. I just realized I didn't turn my lights back up. So here it is in low lighting. And now we're back to bright light. It's so pretty. Danielle says, oh, I love that actually. Same. I do too. This is very much my vibe, y'all. Like pink and purple and fun and cutes for spooky season. That's what I strive for Halloween. And you do know that this is already pretty reactive of a thermal, just based like my hot hands were already turning it. So if you're one that thermals don't always work on you, I feel like this one is sensitive and you have a better shot. Please ignore that little black flake that I got off my finger that came from my mess of the 1422's polish. Can I get it off of there? No. Okay. Well, know that this does not have any flakes in it, y'all. It is just a beautiful cream thermal base with that purple to pink shimmer in there. It's gorgeous. Daniel says, oh no, I'm in trouble for September. Real trouble. Y'all, I just looked at spoilers on the page because I was curious too, and like absolutely stunning stuff coming. So, all right, I'm going to put it back in the cold one more time. Get it all the way to that beautiful magenta base, that glow, and then I'm gonna do the hot, and I will give y'all your label shot. So there it is in full transition. Let me get your label shot. Again, this one is Demon Hunter for, I know it says October PPU, ignore that, that's a typo. For September PPU, those water droplets cooled off really quick. Get off of there. That is for September's polish pickup. I'm going to cover that up so you don't see it. September polish pickup, Demon Hunter from Cupcake Polish. And this one is going to be $13.50 with no cap. So you don't have to rush to get this one. There is going to be plenty to go around. Hopefully I held that long enough. I'm going to do that one more time for anyone who likes to screenshot. Again, there are no black flakes. Ignore that. They came off of my messy hands because we, dropped a whole polish bottle. Hi, Tammy. Laura says September is always the best month for PPU. Yes, everyone brings it for Halloween, and I love it, and I am so excited. I was just talking to Kev. Let me flip y'all around really quick so we can chat and you're not staring at empty water bowls, or not empty water bowls, just water bowls. yeah, I was just telling Kevin today that like I don't purchase a whole lot anymore because obviously I have too much and I need to get rid of some. Hi, Mama Cherry. And that like if we really think about it, PBE is like my polish haul for the year. Like I might buy 1 or 2 here and there, but you know, if I come out with, you know, so many at PBE and then we divide it by the months, I really only bought like 10 polishes a month this year. So it's a steal, right? But yes, I need to go through mine because I have too many, and I know that just from what I've seen scrolling through the spoiler thread, that polish pickup is going to get me this time. It's been a little while since I think I purchased polish. Now, stamping plates and magnets, those don't count. We don't talk about those. Like we don't talk about those purchases. Actually, I need to go do my HHC cart because I keep like hemming and hawing, and I should just do it because I really, really want the cute little turtle magnet. But anyways, so yes. Oh, and speaking of D-stashes, I have a question actually really quick. What blah 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 my brain. Laura says my birthday is in September, so I always have an excuse. See, you don't need an excuse, but it does make it easy. But it's my birthday. D-stashing. I want to do a D-stash, but Jen says we don't talk about the necessities. Exactly. But I'm not sure how to go about doing my D-stash. I don't even have time to do a D-stash, honestly, but I desperately need to. I have too much. I am drowning. I have still not even unpacked my polishes, clearly, from us moving, and it's been 6 months now. So like I need to make space, and I am trying to figure out the best way to do it. I don't personally feel that I have time to take individual photos and list them, even group photos. Like I don't think I have that time. So I'm considering doing indie mystery bags. Like I haven't really like done pricing yet, but you know, like I don't even know, my brain's not working. Like 5 for $25 or 10 for $50, obviously with no dupes, and I wouldn't put anything with like big fill lines, not that I have anything like that because most of my stuff has been swatched or used for my own nail art manis. And anything that I've used that drastically, I probably want to keep anyways. But yes, I'm trying to think if mystery indie bundles would be a good thing or not. I don't know how those would go over. When I first got into indies, I bought a lot of mystery indie bags because that let me try a variety of brands, and I loved them, but I don't know if that's a thing anymore. So if anyone has suggestions on how I should go about doing a D-stash, I feel like the mysteries would just help me do it quicker. I'm not here to try and make a bunch of profit on it. It would be nice to make a little bit of money back because obviously I have paid a lot of money on polish over the years. I do receive stuff as PR that would go in there as well, but it would help like balance on unpaid PR and paid PR and all that stuff. So Jen says it is still a thing. Okay, so I'm just not sure. I'm kind of feeling the waters. I think I might put up a story poll and see what people think of it that way as well. But I want to make some space because I have so much coming in, and I really want these just to go to people who are going to use them. Like I feel so bad that I have so much that just sits in drawers. For the majority, yes, I have swatched a lot of stuff that has come in, obviously as swatched PR stuff, and I have used a lot of my stuff in manis because I do so many nail art manis for collabs, birthday collabs and holiday collabs and all that stuff. So I do use them, but so many of them just sit in drawers. And because of PR, I do get stuff that's not really my cup of tea, and I would love for it to go to a home where it could be used, but I don't know how that would work if I'm doing mysteries, because like obviously you don't know if you're getting a brown or black or green or whatever. I could do like a notes section where you can tell me your preferences and I can try to abide by that. I don't know that I can stick with it completely always, but I'm just feeling out the waters. I'm trying to figure out that too. People still like mysteries, especially when they're priced well. And Daniel says mysteries are still really fun, I think. Okay, cool. So maybe that's what I'll try doing. And then I guess if it doesn't work out, then we'll go to individual shots. I just don't have that time. Like I want to do it that way. I want y'all to be able to pick it out. I just don't have that time. I don't even really have the time to go through them and purge, but I desperately need to. So I'm hoping if I come up with a game plan, maybe that can help me put it in motion. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, we have 2 absolutely gorgeous polishes coming to polish pickup. From Cupcake Polish, you have the Demon Hunter. That one is $13.50 with no cap. And then you have the Murderous Intent from 1422 Designs. That one is $13.50 with a cap of 250 bottles. And obviously we just talked about it, PPU, September, because it comes out in October. Anyways, September 5th through the 8th, they're going to have wonderful, wonderful things. So make sure you head to the Polish Pickup Facebook group. You can check out spoilers now. And then wish listing, I believe, starts August 31st. It might be September 1st. I never remember if it's Sunday or Monday. And then the sale is that first weekend of September. Laura says, I would love an option to say I don't like chunky glitters. That's why I don't buy mysteries. Yeah, see, I could abide by something like that. I mean, if you're someone who's like, I only want black, then like I'm going to run out of black polishes and not be able to do that for the next person. But if you're straight up like, I will not do reflectives, I could do my best to make sure obviously you don't have reflective in it. That is an easy call, as opposed to someone who's like, you know, only give me blue, like, you know, but I can try to balance a little bit with what people like and don't like. You know, you just never know. But yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from, Laura, where I used to just like, whatever, send me stuff, and then if I didn't love it, I'd give it to, you know, my nieces or my mom or something like that. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out like price points and stuff. So maybe I will put up a poll and see if we should go mystery, not mystery, and then maybe do another poll on like what kind of pricing people would want. Cause again, I'm not out here trying to like make bank and, you know, live in a mansion. I just would love these to go to good homes. And if I can make a little bit of money, to cover, you know, well, not even necessarily cover what I spent, to make a little bit back, to make me feel better of getting rid of things that I've spent money on, that would be great. I'm going to think of it as the yard sales of polish. You know, you wanted to find a new home, but you want to make a little money at the same time. So thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you have a fantastic weekend already, and that you just have a great start of your week tomorrow. I know Mondays are Mondays and nobody loves them, but hopefully your Monday is a good one, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.